Welcome to Wisdom Audiobooks. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to succeed effortlessly while others struggle despite their hard work? The truth is, success starts in the mind. As Henry Ford once said, "Whether you think you can or you think you can't, you're right." This audiobook will help you unlock the power of your mind, transform your thinking, and create a life filled with purpose, achievement, and happiness. Introduction. The audiobook Success Starts in the Mind, How to Think Like a Winner, is written and published by Wisdom Audiobooks. I know what it feels like to be stuck. To wake up every day feeling overwhelmed, unsure of where to start, or questioning whether you're even capable of achieving your dreams. Maybe you've tried before but failed. Maybe you've been told that success is for someone else, not for you. Or maybe you're just tired of feeling like you're running in circles without making any real progress. These struggles are real, and they're more common than you might think. Many people feel lost, burdened by self-doubt, or trapped in a cycle of negativity. Some are young and eager but lack direction. Others are busy professionals who simply don't have the time to dive into long books or courses. And then there are those who want to improve their mental well-being, seeking peace amidst the chaos of life. This audiobook was created with you in mind. It's designed to address these challenges head-on and provide practical solutions that anyone can apply, no matter where they are on their journey. Let me tell you something important: you are not alone. Everyone faces obstacles at some point in their lives. What separates winners from everyone else isn't talent or luck, it's mindset. I've spent years studying the habits, strategies, and thought patterns of successful individuals, and I'm here to share those insights with you. I understand how frustrating it can be to feel like you're giving your all but still falling short. But trust me, change is possible. All it takes is a shift in perspective and a willingness to take action. Together, we'll explore how to build a winner's mindset, overcome fear and doubt, and create a life you're proud of. In this audiobook, you'll discover the core principles behind a winner's mindset and how to adopt them. Proven strategies to overcome self-doubt and fear. Techniques to develop resilience, grit, and mental toughness. Actionable steps to stay motivated and achieve your goals. Ways to find balance and inner peace, even in the busiest times. By listening to this audiobook until the end, you'll gain tools and insights that can transform your life. These aren't just theories. They're practical, tested methods that have helped countless people around the world. So grab a pen, open your heart, and get ready to embark on a journey of growth and transformation. Your wisdom journey starts here. Chapter 1: The Power of Mindset. Your mindset shapes your reality. It determines how you perceive challenges, opportunities, and setbacks. In this chapter, we'll explore why a winner's mindset is the foundation of success. You'll learn what it means to think like a winner, understand the difference between a fixed mindset and a growth mindset, and discover actionable steps to shift your thinking patterns. As James Allen famously said, "As a man thinketh in his heart, so is he." By mastering your thoughts, you can master your life. Let's dive in. 1. What is a winner's mindset? A winner's mindset isn't just about being positive or optimistic. It's a way of thinking that empowers you to take control of your life and create the outcomes you desire. So, what exactly does it mean to think like a winner? First, winners are confident. They believe in their abilities, even when others doubt them. Think about Serena Williams, one of the greatest tennis players of all time. Despite injuries, criticism, and countless obstacles, she never stopped believing in herself. Her confidence wasn't arrogance. It was a deep-rooted belief that she could overcome anything. Second, winners are adaptable. Life is unpredictable, and challenges are inevitable. Winners don't shy away from difficulties. Instead, they embrace them as opportunities to grow. As Bruce Lee once said, "Be water, my friend." Like water, winners flow with the changes, finding creative ways to navigate through tough situations. Third, winners focus on solutions rather than problems. When faced with adversity, they ask, "What can I do to fix this?" instead of dwelling on, "Why did this happen to me?" This solution-oriented mindset allows them to take action quickly and effectively. Finally, winners are disciplined. Success doesn't come overnight. It requires consistent effort over time. Whether it's waking up early, sticking to a routine, or practicing gratitude daily, winners understand the importance of small, intentional actions that compound into big results. Now that we've defined what a winner's mindset looks like, let's delve deeper into understanding how our mindset influences our behavior and ultimately our success. 2. Fixed versus growth mindset. The concept of fixed versus growth mindset was introduced by psychologist Carol Dweck in her groundbreaking research. A fixed mindset assumes that our talents, intelligence, and abilities are static traits. We either have them or we don't. On the other hand, a growth mindset believes that these qualities can be developed through dedication and hard work. People with a fixed mindset often avoid challenges because they fear failure. For example, imagine someone who says, "I'm just not good at public speaking," and uses that as an excuse to never improve. They believe their skills are set in stone, so they don't bother trying. In contrast, someone with a growth mindset sees challenges as opportunities to learn. If they struggle with public speaking, they might enroll in a course, practice regularly, or seek feedback from others. They understand that improvement takes time and effort, but they're willing to put in the work. Let me share a story to illustrate this point. Meet Thomas Edison, the inventor of the light bulb. Did you know he failed thousands of times before succeeding? When asked about his failures, he famously replied, "I have not failed. I've just found 10,000 ways that won't work." That's the epitome of a growth mindset, seeing every setback as a stepping stone towards success. So, how can you cultivate a growth mindset? Here are 3 practical strategies. 1. Embrace challenges. Instead of avoiding difficult tasks, lean into them. Remind yourself that every challenge is an opportunity to grow. 2. Learn from criticism. Constructive feedback is a gift, not a threat. Use it to identify areas for improvement. 3. Celebrate effort over outcome. Focus on the process rather than the result. Even if you don't succeed immediately, acknowledge the effort you've put in. By adopting a growth mindset, you'll unlock your potential and open doors to endless possibilities. 3. How to shift your mindset. Shifting your mindset isn't something that happens overnight, it's a gradual process. But with deliberate effort, you can rewire your brain to think like a winner. Here's how. Step 1. Identify negative thought patterns. The first step is awareness. Pay attention to your inner dialogue. Are you constantly telling yourself things like, "I'm not smart enough," or "I'll never succeed"? These negative thoughts hold you back. Write them down and challenge their validity. Ask yourself, is this thought true? Or is it based on fear? Step 2. Replace negative thoughts with positive affirmations. Once you've identified your limiting beliefs, replace them with empowering affirmations. For instance, instead of saying, "I always mess things up," say, "I am capable of learning and improving." Repeat these affirmations daily until they become ingrained in your subconscious mind. Maya Angelou once said, "If you don't like something, change it. If you can't change it, change your attitude." This quote perfectly encapsulates the power of shifting your perspective. Even if you can't control external circumstances, you can always control how you respond to them. Step 3. Practice gratitude daily. Gratitude is a powerful tool for rewiring your brain. Each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. It could be as simple as having a roof over your head or receiving a kind message from a friend. Practicing gratitude shifts your focus from scarcity to abundance, helping you see the good in every situation. Step 4. Surround yourself with positive influences. Jim Rohn famously said, "You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with." If you want to think like a winner, surround yourself with people who inspire and motivate you. Avoid toxic relationships that drain your energy and reinforce negativity. Step 5. Take consistent action. Mindset alone isn't enough, you need to pair it with action. Start small. Commit to doing one thing each day that aligns with your goals. Over time, these small actions will compound into significant results. Remember, changing your mindset is a journey, not a destination. Be patient with yourself and celebrate every step forward. Chapter 2: Overcoming Self-Doubt and Fear. Self-doubt and fear are two of the biggest obstacles standing between you and success. They whisper lies in your ear, telling you that you're not good enough, smart enough, or brave enough to achieve your dreams. But here's the truth: everyone experiences these feelings, even the most successful people in the world. The difference is that winners learn how to confront and overcome them. In this chapter, we'll explore the roots of self-doubt, strategies to build unshakable confidence, and techniques to face your fears head-on. As Eleanor Roosevelt once said, "You gain strength, courage, and confidence by every experience in which you really stop to look fear in the face." Let's dive into the tools you need to conquer doubt and fear. 1. Understanding self-doubt. Self-doubt is that nagging voice inside your head that questions your abilities and undermines your confidence. It often stems from past failures, harsh criticism, or unrealistic expectations we set for ourselves. While it's natural to feel unsure at times, unchecked self-doubt can paralyze you and prevent you from taking action. One of the most common triggers of self-doubt is comparison. Social media has made it easier than ever to compare our behind the scenes with someone else's highlight reel. We see others achieving success and assume they have it all figured out, while we feel stuck or inadequate. But remember what Theodore Roosevelt wisely said: "Comparison is the thief of joy." Everyone's journey is unique, and comparing yourself to others only steals your focus from your own path. Another cause of self-doubt is perfectionism. Many people believe that if they can't do something perfectly, they shouldn't do it at all. This mindset creates a fear of failure that keeps you trapped in inaction. The reality is, no one starts out perfect, not even the greatest achievers. J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series, faced rejection from 12 publishers before her manuscript was accepted. Imagine if she had let self-doubt stop her from pursuing her dream. So, how do you recognize self-doubt? Look for signs like procrastination, overthinking, or constantly seeking validation from others. These behaviors indicate that you're doubting your own abilities. Once you identify these patterns, you can start addressing them. The key takeaway here is simple: self-doubt isn't permanent, it's a habit of thought that can be changed. Let's move on to practical strategies for building confidence and silencing that inner critic. 2. Strategies to build confidence. Building confidence isn't about pretending you have all the answers. It's about trusting yourself to figure things out along the way. Here are 3 powerful strategies to help you cultivate unshakable confidence. Step 1. Focus on your strengths. Instead of fixating on your weaknesses, shift your attention to what you're already good at. Make a list of your skills, talents, and accomplishments, no matter how small they may seem. For example, maybe you're great at solving problems, communicating effectively, or staying calm under pressure. When you remind yourself of your strengths, you naturally feel more capable and confident. Confidence also grows when you use your strengths consistently. If you're a talented writer, write more. If you excel at public speaking, seek opportunities to present in front of others. The more you practice and hone your abilities, the stronger your belief in yourself becomes. As Aristotle put it, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. Confidence is built through repetition and mastery. Step 2. Learn from failure. Failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. Every mistake is a lesson waiting to be learned. Instead of viewing failure as a reflection of your worth, reframe it as feedback. Ask yourself, what can I take away from this experience? How can I improve next time? Take inspiration from Michael Jordan, widely regarded as one of the greatest basketball players of all time. He didn't make his high school basketball team on his first try, but he used that rejection as fuel to work harder. Later in life, he admitted, "I've missed more than 9,000 shots in my career. I've lost almost 300 games. 26 times I've been trusted to take the game-winning shot, and missed. I've failed over and over again in my life. And that is why I succeed." When you embrace failure as a stepping stone to success, you free yourself from the grip of self-doubt. Step 3. Set small, achievable goals. Big dreams can feel overwhelming, especially when you're just starting out. Break them down into smaller, manageable steps. Each time you achieve a mini goal, you boost your confidence and momentum. For instance, if your goal is to run a marathon, start by running a mile. Celebrate that milestone before moving on to longer distances. Progress, no matter how small, builds confidence over time. Remember, confidence isn't something you're born with. It's something you develop through consistent effort and intentional action. 3. Facing your fears. Fear is a natural response to uncertainty, but it doesn't have to control your life. To overcome fear, you must first understand it. Fear often disguises itself as excuses such as, "I'm not ready yet," or, "What if I fail?" But beneath those excuses lies a deeper concern, the fear of judgment, rejection, or loss. Here's the good news: you don't have to eliminate fear to succeed, you just need to manage it. Below are 3 techniques to help you face your fears. Technique 1. Reframe fear as excitement. When you feel afraid, your body reacts physically, your heart races, your palms sweat, and your mind spins. Instead of interpreting these sensations as fear, reframe them as excitement. Tell yourself, "I'm excited about this opportunity." This simple shift in perspective can reduce anxiety and increase motivation. Research shows that reframing fear as excitement actually improves performance. So, the next time you're nervous about giving a presentation or starting a new project, channel that energy into enthusiasm instead. Technique 2. Take incremental steps. Facing your fears doesn't mean diving headfirst into the deep end. Start small and gradually expose yourself to the situations that scare you. For example, if public speaking terrifies you, begin by speaking up in small group settings. Then, progress to larger audiences. Each step forward builds courage for the next. Technique 3. Visualize success. Visualization is a powerful tool used by athletes, entrepreneurs, and performers alike. Close your eyes and imagine yourself succeeding. Picture every detail, the sights, sounds, and emotions. Visualization primes your brain to act confidently in real-life scenarios. Muhammad Ali once said, "Don't count the days, make the days count." By visualizing success and taking deliberate action, you prove to yourself that fear is just a temporary barrier, not a permanent roadblock. Chapter 3. Building Resilience and Grit. Resilience and grit are the invisible forces that keep winners moving forward when others would give up. They're not just traits you're born with, they're muscles you can build over time. In this chapter, we'll explore why resilience is crucial for success, how to develop mental toughness, and why grit is often more important than talent. As Angela Duckworth, author of Grit, The Power of Passion and Perseverance, says, "Grit is about working on something you care about so much that you're willing to stay loyal to it." Let's uncover the secrets to bouncing back from setbacks and staying committed to your goals, no matter what life throws your way. 1. What is resilience? Resilience is the ability to recover quickly from difficulties, adapt to change, and keep moving forward despite challenges. It's not about avoiding pain or hardship, it's about learning how to thrive in the face of adversity. Think of resilience as a rubber band. It stretches under pressure but always snaps back into shape. Why is resilience so important? Because life is unpredictable. No matter how well you plan, there will always be obstacles, unexpected failures, personal losses, or professional setbacks. Without resilience, these challenges can derail you. But with resilience, you can turn setbacks into comebacks. Consider the story of Malala Yousafzai, the youngest ever Nobel Prize laureate. At just 15 years old, she survived an assassination attempt by the Taliban for advocating girls' education. Instead of letting fear silence her, Malala emerged stronger and more determined than ever. Today, she continues to fight for education and equality worldwide. Her resilience reminds us that even in the darkest moments, we have the power to rise again. So, how do you cultivate resilience? Start by adopting a growth mindset, a concept we explored in Chapter 1. When you view challenges as opportunities to grow rather than insurmountable barriers, you naturally become more resilient. Another key aspect of resilience is emotional regulation. Resilient people don't suppress their emotions, they acknowledge them and process them constructively. For example, instead of bottling up frustration after a failure, they allow themselves to feel disappointed, then refocus on solutions. Finally, resilience thrives on community. Surround yourself with supportive people who uplift you during tough times. Helen Keller once said, "Alone we can do so little, together we can do so much." Having a strong support system makes it easier to weather storms and bounce back stronger. 2. Developing mental toughness. Mental toughness is the backbone of resilience. It's the ability to stay focused, disciplined, and calm under pressure. While some people seem naturally mentally tough, anyone can develop this skill with practice. Here are 3 strategies to strengthen your mental fortitude. Strategy 1. Practice self-discipline. Self-discipline is the foundation of mental toughness. It's the ability to delay gratification and stick to your commitments, even when motivation wanes. Jim Rohn famously said, "We must all suffer one of 2 things, the pain of discipline or the pain of regret. Choose discipline, it's the path to long-term success." One way to build self-discipline is through routines. Create daily habits that align with your goals, whether it's waking up early, exercising regularly, or dedicating time to learning. Over time, these small actions compound into significant results. For example, consider the routine of Olympic swimmer Michael Phelps. Despite his immense natural talent, Phelps trained relentlessly every day for years, often swimming more than 5 hours a day. His discipline paid off, earning him 28 Olympic medals, the most in history. Strategy 2. Focus on long-term goals. Mentally tough people don't get distracted by short-term pleasures or setbacks. They keep their eyes on the prize, knowing that consistent effort leads to eventual success. To cultivate this focus, write down your long-term goals and break them into actionable steps. A great example of this is Elon Musk, the CEO of SpaceX and Tesla. Musk has faced countless failures, including rockets exploding on launch pads and financial crises. Yet, he remains laser-focused on his vision of making humanity a multiplanetary species. His perseverance shows that mental toughness isn't about avoiding failure, it's about persisting despite it. Strategy 3. Manage stress effectively. Stress is inevitable, but mentally tough people know how to manage it without letting it overwhelm them. Techniques like deep breathing, meditation, and physical exercise can help reduce stress levels and improve focus. Deepak Chopra once said, "In the midst of movement and chaos, keep stillness inside of you." Practicing mindfulness, even for just 5 minutes a day, can train your brain to stay calm in high-pressure situations. Over time, this stillness becomes a source of strength. Additionally, prioritize rest and recovery. Mental toughness doesn't mean pushing yourself to exhaustion, it means knowing when to recharge. Winston Churchill understood this balance well, famously saying, "Those that failed to learn from history are doomed to repeat it." Similarly, those who neglect rest risk burning out and repeating cycles of fatigue. By practicing self-discipline, focusing on long-term goals, and managing stress effectively, you'll build the mental toughness needed to overcome any challenge. 3. Practicing grit. Grit is passion and perseverance for long-term goals. It's what keeps you going when the initial excitement fades and the road gets tough. According to Angela Duckworth, grit is a better predictor of success than IQ, talent, or luck. So, how do you cultivate grit? Step 1. Find your why. To develop grit, you need a clear sense of purpose. Ask yourself, why am I doing this? What drives me? Your why should be deeply personal and meaningful enough to sustain you through difficult times. Take Viktor Frankl, a Holocaust survivor and psychiatrist, as an example. During his imprisonment in Nazi concentration camps, Frankl endured unimaginable suffering. Yet, he found meaning in his ordeal by helping fellow prisoners cope with despair. He later wrote Man's Search for Meaning, emphasizing that having a purpose gives us the strength to endure anything. Step 2. Embrace the process. Grit isn't about achieving overnight success, it's about embracing the journey. Break your big goals into smaller milestones and celebrate each step along the way. This approach builds momentum and reinforces your commitment. For instance, Thomas Edison didn't invent the light bulb in a single burst of inspiration. He conducted thousands of experiments, each one bringing him closer to his goal. His grit was rooted in patience and persistence. Step 3. Stay committed despite setbacks. Setbacks are inevitable, but gritty people see them as temporary detours, not permanent roadblocks. When you encounter obstacles, remind yourself of your purpose and recommit to your goals. Oprah Winfrey embodies this principle. She was fired from her first job as a television anchor and told she wasn't fit for TV. Instead of giving up, she used that rejection as fuel to pursue her dreams. Today, she's one of the most influential media moguls in the world. As Vince Lombardi, legendary football coach, once said, "The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack in will." Grit is the will to keep going, no matter what. Chapter 4. Taking action and staying motivated. Thinking like a winner is powerful, but it's only the beginning. To truly transform your life, you must take action and stay motivated while doing so. In this chapter, we'll explore why action is the bridge between dreams and reality, uncover strategies to maintain motivation, and learn how to create a winning routine that supports your goals. As Tony Robbins famously said, "The path to success is to take massive, determined action." Let's dive into the tools and techniques that will help you turn your thoughts into tangible results. 1. The importance of action. Action separates dreamers from achievers. No matter how brilliant your ideas or how strong your mindset, nothing happens until you take the first step. Ideas are just seeds. They need action to grow into something meaningful. Consider the story of Walt Disney. Before creating Disneyland, he faced numerous rejections and financial struggles. But instead of letting setbacks stop him, he took consistent action toward his vision. He once said, "The way to get started is to quit talking and begin doing." This simple yet profound advice reminds us that progress begins with movement. So, why do so many people struggle to take action? Often, it's because they're waiting for the perfect moment, a time when they feel completely ready, confident, or free of fear. But here's the truth: perfection doesn't exist. If you wait for everything to align perfectly, you'll never start. To overcome procrastination, break your goals into smaller, actionable steps. For example, if your goal is to write a book, commit to writing just one paragraph today. Once you've taken that small step, momentum will carry you forward. Another common barrier to action is fear of failure. But remember what Henry Ford said: "Failure is simply the opportunity to begin again, this time more intelligently." Every action you take provides valuable feedback, helping you refine your approach and move closer to success. Finally, celebrate every action you take, no matter how small. Each step forward builds confidence and reinforces your belief in your ability to achieve your goals. 2. Staying motivated. Motivation is the fuel that keeps you moving forward, but it's not always constant. Some days you'll feel unstoppable. Other days you'll struggle to find the energy to even begin. That's why it's crucial to develop strategies to sustain motivation over the long term. Here are 3 proven techniques to keep your fire burning. Technique 1. Create a reward system. Rewards are a powerful way to reinforce positive behavior. When you accomplish a task or reach a milestone, treat yourself to something you enjoy, whether it's watching your favorite show, indulging in a dessert, or taking a relaxing walk. This creates a positive association with completing tasks, making it easier to stay motivated. For instance, Jerry Seinfeld, the renowned comedian, used a reward system to build his daily writing habit. He marked an X on a calendar for every day he wrote jokes, then rewarded himself with the satisfaction of seeing an unbroken chain of X's grow longer. Over time, this visual cue became its own reward, motivating him to keep going. Technique 2. Surround yourself with inspiration. Motivation often comes from external sources: books, podcasts, mentors, or peers who inspire you. Fill your environment with uplifting content that reminds you of your potential. Listen to motivational speeches, read biographies of successful individuals, or connect with like-minded people who share your ambitions. One inspiring figure is Nelson Mandela, who spent 27 years in prison fighting for equality and justice. Despite unimaginable hardship, he remained motivated by his vision of a better world. He once said, "It always seems impossible until it's done." Let stories like his remind you that perseverance pays off. Technique 3. Focus on progress, not perfection. Many people lose motivation because they focus too much on the end result rather than the journey. Instead of obsessing over achieving perfection, celebrate the progress you make along the way. Keep a journal where you document your achievements, no matter how minor they may seem. Reflecting on how far you've come can reignite your motivation. A great example of this is J.K. Rowling, who battled poverty and depression while writing the first Harry Potter book. She didn't let the lack of immediate success discourage her. Instead, she focused on finishing one chapter at a time, trusting that her efforts would eventually pay off. And they did, in a big way. Remember, motivation isn't something you wait for, it's something you create. By rewarding yourself, surrounding yourself with inspiration, and focusing on progress, you'll maintain the drive needed to achieve your goals. 3. Creating a winning routine. Success isn't built on random bursts of effort, it's the result of consistent habits. A winning routine ensures that you make steady progress toward your goals, even on days when motivation is low. Here's how to design a routine that works for you. Step 1. Start with morning rituals. How you start your day sets the tone for everything that follows. Incorporate activities that energize and focus you, such as meditation, exercise, or journaling. Robin Sharma, author of the 5 a.m. Club, advocates waking up early to dedicate time to personal growth. He believes that the first hour of your day belongs to you, not emails, social media, or distractions. Step 2. Prioritize your most important task, MIT. Identify the one task that will have the biggest impact on your goals and tackle it first thing in the morning. This ensures that you make meaningful progress before life gets in the way. Brian Tracy, author of Eat That Frog, emphasizes this principle, stating, "If you eat a live frog first thing in the morning, nothing worse will happen to you the rest of the day." Step 3. Build consistency through tiny habits. Big changes often stem from small, consistent actions. Instead of trying to overhaul your entire life overnight, focus on building one new habit at a time. For example, if you want to read more, commit to reading just 5 pages a day. Over time, these tiny habits compound into significant results. James Clear, author of Atomic Habits, explains, "You do not rise to the level of your goals. You fall to the level of your systems." By designing a routine that supports your goals, you create a structure for sustainable success. Step 1. Final step. Review and adjust regularly. No routine is perfect from the start. Periodically review your habits and routines to ensure they're serving your goals. Be willing to adapt and refine them as needed. After all, flexibility is a hallmark of a winner's mindset. As Aristotle wisely noted, "We are what we repeatedly do." Excellence, then, is not an act but a habit. By creating a winning routine, you lay the foundation for excellence in every area of your life. Chapter 5. Finding Balance and Inner Peace. Success is not just about achievements, it's also about finding balance and inner peace. In this chapter, we'll explore how to create harmony in your life, how to manage stress, nurture your mental well-being, and celebrate the small wins that make life meaningful. As the ancient Greek philosopher Aristotle once said, "Happiness depends upon ourselves." True success comes when you align your actions with your values, find joy in the present moment, and create space for both productivity and rest. Let's dive into how you can achieve this balance. 1. Why balance matters. In today's fast-paced world, many of us fall into the trap of overworking, neglecting our personal lives, or constantly chasing the next big goal. While ambition is important, an imbalanced life can lead to burnout, strained relationships, and a sense of emptiness, even when you're achieving great things. The key to long-term success lies in balancing work and personal life. When you take time to nurture your relationships, pursue hobbies, and care for your mental and physical health, you recharge your energy and creativity. This allows you to perform better in all areas of life. Take the example of Arianna Huffington, founder of the Huffington Post. After collapsing from exhaustion due to overwork, she realized the importance of prioritizing sleep, mindfulness, and self-care. She went on to write the best-selling book Thrive, which emphasizes that true success is not just about money and power but also about well-being, wisdom, and wonder. So, how do you strike this balance? Start by setting boundaries. Learn to say no to unnecessary commitments and prioritize activities that bring you joy and fulfillment. Remember, as Lao Tzu wisely said, "Nature does not hurry, yet everything is accomplished." 2. Practicing mindfulness. One of the most effective ways to find inner peace is through mindfulness, the practice of being fully present in the moment without judgment. Mindfulness helps you reduce stress, improve focus, and cultivate gratitude for the little things in life. Here are some simple techniques to incorporate mindfulness into your daily routine. Breathing exercises. Take a few minutes each day to focus on your breath. Inhale deeply for 4 counts, hold for 4 counts, and exhale for 4 counts. Repeat this cycle 5 times. This simple exercise can calm your mind and reset your energy. Meditation. Spend 10 minutes each morning meditating. Sit quietly, close your eyes, and observe your thoughts without attachment. Over time, this practice will help you develop greater clarity and emotional resilience. Gratitude journaling. At the end of each day, write down 3 things you're grateful for. This habit shifts your focus from what's lacking to what's abundant in your life. A study conducted at Harvard University found that regular mindfulness practices can significantly reduce symptoms of anxiety and depression while improving overall well-being. As John Kabat-Zinn, a pioneer in mindfulness research, says, "You can't stop the waves, but you can learn to surf." Life will always have its challenges, but mindfulness equips you to navigate them with grace and composure. 3. Celebrating small wins. Too often, we focus solely on major milestones and overlook the smaller victories along the way. However, celebrating these small wins is crucial for maintaining motivation and building confidence. Each step forward, no matter how small, brings you closer to your ultimate goal. Consider the story of J.K. Rowling, the author of the Harry Potter series. Before becoming one of the most successful writers in history, she faced countless rejections from publishers. Yet, she celebrated every tiny victory, finishing a chapter, receiving constructive feedback, or simply sitting down to write despite her doubts. These small moments of progress kept her going until she achieved global success. To celebrate your own small wins. Acknowledge your achievements, even if they seem minor. Did you complete a task? Learn something new? Overcome a fear? Take a moment to recognize your effort. Reward yourself. Treat yourself to something you enjoy, a favorite meal, a walk in nature, or an episode of your favorite show. Share your wins with others. Whether it's a friend, family member, or colleague, sharing your successes amplifies their impact and strengthens your support network. As Winston Churchill famously said, "Success is not final, failure is not fatal, it is the courage to continue that counts." By celebrating your progress, you reinforce the mindset of a winner, one who persists despite challenges and finds joy in the journey. Finding balance and inner peace is not a luxury, it's a necessity for sustainable success. When you prioritize your well-being, practice mindfulness, and celebrate your progress, you create a foundation of strength and resilience that supports all other aspects of your life. Remember, success is not a destination, it's a journey. And like any journey, it's enriched by moments of rest, reflection, and appreciation. As you move forward, carry these lessons with you. They will guide you toward a life of harmony, purpose, and fulfillment. Audiobook conclusion. As we come to the end of this audiobook, let's take a moment to reflect on the key lessons we've explored together. These principles form the foundation of thinking like a winner and achieving lasting success. The power of mindset. Your mindset shapes your reality. By adopting a growth mindset, believing in your ability to learn, adapt, and grow, you can overcome any obstacle and unlock your full potential. Overcoming self-doubt and fear. Fear and self-doubt are natural parts of the journey, but they don't have to control you. By building confidence, embracing failure as a teacher, and facing your fears head on, you can move forward with courage. Building resilience and grit. Life is full of challenges, but resilience and grit are what keep you going. By developing mental toughness, staying focused on long-term goals, and refusing to give up, you can turn setbacks into stepping stones. Taking action and staying motivated. Thinking like a winner is just the beginning. Success requires action. By setting clear goals, staying motivated through discipline, and creating winning routines, you can turn your vision into reality. Finding balance and inner peace. True success is not just about achievements. It's also about living a balanced, fulfilling life. By practicing mindfulness, celebrating small wins, and nurturing your well-being, you create harmony between your inner world and outer actions. These lessons are not just theories. They are tools you can apply every single day to transform your life. As Mahatma Gandhi once said, "The future depends on what you do today." Every step you take toward adopting these principles brings you closer to the success you desire. Remember, success is a journey, not a destination. It's not about perfection, it's about progress. Stay committed to applying the lessons from this audiobook, and you will see positive changes in your life. The road may not always be easy, but every challenge you face is an opportunity to grow stronger, wiser, and more resilient. As Vince Lombardi, one of the greatest coaches in history, said, "The difference between a successful person and others is not a lack of strength, not a lack of knowledge, but rather a lack in will." You have the strength, the knowledge, and now the tools to succeed. All that remains is your determination to persevere. So, take action today. Start small, stay consistent, and trust the process. Over time, you'll look back and realize how far you've come. You are capable of greatness, and the journey begins with a single step. Thank you for listening to Success Starts in the Mind: How to Think Like a Winner. We hope you found this audiobook valuable and inspiring. Our mission at Wisdom Audiobooks is to empower you with the knowledge and tools you need to live your best life. Your support means the world to us, and we're honored to be part of your journey. If you enjoyed this audiobook, please take a moment to share it with others who might benefit from these insights. Your likes, shares, and comments help us reach more people and make a greater impact. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel, Wisdom Audiobooks, so you never miss our upcoming releases. Finally, always remember, you are braver than you believe, stronger than you seem, and smarter than you think. Amen. Believe in yourself, embrace the power of your mind, and let your journey to success begin right here, right now. Until next time, stay inspired, stay focused, and above all, stay unstoppable.